Ladies and gentlemen, baseball fans across the nation, listen up. Because what I'm about to say isn't just a tale of trades, money, and roster moves. No, this is a tale of betrayal, heartbreak, and the dismantling of a legacy. It was ugly, outrageous, unfathomable, disgraceful. This wasn't just a trade deadline deal. This was a decapitation of a baseball soul. This was the Minnesota Twins plunging the dagger into the chest of every die-hard fan from Hennepin Avenue to the banks of the Mississippi. They didn't just trade players. They tore out tradition. They didn't just move contracts. They moved hearts, hopes, and history. In a matter of hours, less than a single day, they detonated the clubhouse. 10 active major leaguers, gone. 11 men from the 40-man roster, exiled. $26 million, saved. But at what cost? You want names. You want reasons. Let's talk facts. They traded all-stars, players who bled Twins blue and white, who grinded in the dome and under the sun. They traded a World Series champion, a man who knows how to win under October lights. They traded their captain, the heartbeat of the dugout, the voice of unity, the soul of the clubhouse. They traded the homegrown hero, the kid from the corner who wore his childhood team's jersey with pride and made the leap from bleachers to big leagues. Gone. This wasn't just a rebuild. This was a self-inflicted catastrophe. This wasn't just front office business. This was a front office ambush. They didn't warn us. They didn't prepare us. They pulled the rug out, spit on the logo, and cashed the check. What message does this send to the fan who saved up to buy season tickets? What message does this send to the kid wearing a jersey of a player who's no longer even allowed inside the clubhouse? What does it say to the future stars in the farm system watching their heroes tossed away like broken bats? And make no mistake, this wasn't a strategic shift. This wasn't a well-thought vision for the future. This was a panic button slammed down by executives watching balance sheets, not box scores. They didn't trade for upside. They traded for budget space. They didn't hunt talent. They hunted tax relief. The locker room, once vibrant with stories of Kirby, Puckett, Mauer, and Santana, now echoes with silence and confusion. Players don't know if they're next. Coaches don't know who's starting next week. Fans don't know what team they're even rooting for anymore. This is the Minnesota Twins we're talking about, champions in '87, Magic in '91. The Metrodome roared for these colors. Target Field was built on loyalty, passion, and Midwestern pride. And now, that same pride has been sold off like used equipment. No press conference could justify this. No analytics spreadsheet could make this right. No GM quote can fix what they broke in that 24-hour massacre. They didn't just trade players. They traded identity. This is more than baseball. This is about trust. This is about integrity. This is about a promise that was made to a city and shattered under fluorescent office lights. Fans show up. They scream. They cry. They believe. And what did they get in return? A roster of strangers. A promise of prospects. A few extra dollars on the balance sheet. And an empty seat where their favorite player once stood tall. You want to talk about heartbreak? You want to talk about betrayal? Walk into a Minnesota bar tonight and ask someone what they think of their team. You'll hear it in their voice. You'll see it in their eyes. And you'll feel it in your bones. Because this wasn't a trade. This was a funeral. A cold-blooded baseball execution. And to every suit sitting behind those boardroom doors, know this. We won't forget. We won't forgive. And we sure as hell won't cheer for a spreadsheet. Bring back the Twins we love. Or prepare for a stadium filled with silence.